and a QQ plot? Because they look the same to me.
Between the QQ and the skew?
And a scatter plot?
Oh, okay.
Are they
Let's see.
different ones?
So the residual plot
No,
and this. Oh,
not
I'm
the
sorry.
residual plot. The name of the graphs, is a scatter plot and a QQ plot exactly the same or not?
Let's see. So,
My screen to you.
plot and a scatter plot. Yeah, go ahead.
So are you on campus now?
Yeah, so I just got out of my religion class, and I'm in the kind of like the cafeteria area. It's called the Crossroads.
Some moment I'm gonna go to Idaho just so I can visit a campus. If I ever
Yeah, you should
graduate,
come
I
on.
have to see it, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
you got to come on up.
here we are. So this is the data from the quiz. Have you already started or not?
I've not started the quiz yet, but
So you can go forth and start it, and then I can ask you our question as we go. I think that's the best option. Is that okay?
okay.
Okay, so here we are. Not gonna show my screen anymore, and let's start.
Start the quiz. Math efficacy. Oh, that's a different crocodile one.
It's the modified one. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that one, and then go get the math efficacy downloaded. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So here we are. Number 1 and 2 is personal. And number 3. Can I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, the true linear regression equation is y equals b0 plus b1x, where b0 and b1 are unknown. What are the null and alternative hypotheses for b1? And what I got was C, which is the null is equals 0, and the alternative is different than 0.
I do believe that is correct. Yep, right here. Yeah, that's correct.
Checked it on. Okay, now 4, your time.
Okay, a residual is the difference between BO and B1. Depends on the independent variable. It's the difference between the observed value y and the value predicted by the regression line, and what is left over after doing simple linear regression. The residual, is that the R symbol? The residual?
It's letter C, according to, if you go to the bottom part of lesson 23 on our wiki book, it has that remember part, and it has it textually right there. It says, go all the way down. It says there, a residual is the difference between the observed.
Yeah, so it's the difference between y and y hat.
Yeah, so it's C, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 5. A plot of residual supports using linear regression when, and here you're gonna have a question, but when you cannot see any pattern, right? So
Yeah, the residual,
does
as long
that,
as it doesn't look like a megaphone in the you should be okay.
yeah, so the one that I chose is A. The residuals look normally distributed. So if
Yeah.
it's not all positive, not negative, don't see a pattern, it's not a megaphone. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. It's yeah.
So it's A.
Yep.
Okay. So now
Oh, are we
for,
live? Oh, we are live.
yes,
Okay, my bad.
we are
Never
live.
checked.
Oh, and I think we might be public live because I don't think we changed it. I changed it to. That's fine. Don't think so. Maybe we have public. I don't think we do. Yeah. So, for 6, I have here. for the next 8 problems, use the data found in math self-efficacy, use the confidence variable and the explanatory variable, and use the confidence variable as the explanatory variable and the score variable as the response variable. Okay, so I have it plugged in here, explanatory and response variable. That's correct. So 6, compute the residual for the data using software. What statement best describes the residual? So I'm going to share my screen with you.
Okay.
And what I have here, so those are the residuals. I have my explanatory variable, which is the confidence level, and the grade right there. So I have the residuals. So what I did is that I clicked minimum of E and then maximum of V, and I got minus 38 and 23. And that's why I chose A.
Oh wait, did I plug it in wrong? Like, so your x and y is opposite from my x and y. Was I
Because
supposed to?
it says right there where we just read, use the confidence variable as the explanatory variable. So explanatory variable is the confidence, from 1 to 6, how confident they were on that. And use
Yeah.
the score variable as a response variable. In other words, they're asking you to plug it in the opposite way. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did not plug it in right. I was gonna say, my results are different from your results. Let's see, there,
Did, did you get the
there
same
we
thing now?
go. Yeah, I did, yes.
So what I did is, because I didn't find, like, we have the residual, I think R, right? I'm not sure if this R is residual or not. I have to check, but I took all this E column, calculated the minimum and the maximum, and got minus 38 and 23. And that's why I chose the residuals are between minus 40 and 25 because they do not form a linear pattern. Here you have the pattern that I have, not linear at all. I got from, according to the textbook, I got column D and E. And you see we don't have anything linear, right? And they're not all negative. So do you agree A is right?
Yeah.
And here comes my question for the next one. 7, can you read?
Yeah, based on the QQ plot for these residuals, what can you say about these residuals?
So my
So
question
this
is,
one,
what I did,
yes.
I clicked on D&E, insert tab, and you can hear tab, and this one, which is a scatter plot. And then, but this is not a QQ plot. To do a QQ plot, do we have to open the other Excel we were given?
No, so for this one, this is the only thing I like. How do I say? I had to go back and make sure to read right in the book. So this one we highlight D and E, kind of like you said.
Mhm.
Then you click on Insert and you
Can
go
can
to
you show it
Charts.
your screen to me?
Oh yeah, yeah, my bad. Uh, Screen share. Okay, here we go. So you go and you highlight all of the explanatory variable and then the residuals.
Okay.
Then you click on Insert. You go to this little one right here, Insert
Yeah.
Scatter or Bubble Chart, and then you click on the first one.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yep, and
And
it
that's
doesn't
a
look like a
QQ plot.
megaphone. And so,
So this is my question.
based
That's
on
a scatter plot. Is a scatter plot the same thing as a QQ plot?
it, I believe so, except for the QQ plot is pulling the information from a different source.
Okay.
So, like this one is pulling it from the residuals, and then the other one is pulling it just from the original variables that we were given for X and Y.
So,
Um, I would say these residuals are fairly normal. B.
and how do you know it's normal? Like, where did you take that from?
So if you go
Oh
back
no,
and look,
sorry. I know. I think I know what the error is. I'm gonna share my screen again.
oh, okay.
Look, I have two Excel files open. This is the one that we have been using, right? I'm gonna copy Shift Control C. And if you go to the other one, QQ plot, we just have one variable.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this one you want to highlight both x and how do I say the residuals and the so basically the residual would be the y and you need the x as well.
And how do I do for this to work? Because this is not representing this. A rotating
So
column A, sort column A from the lowest to highest number. Okay, so I have to just fix it. Okay.
for this one, you would not use that Excel program. You would just go back into the quantitative inference procedures.
Descriptive is the one that I'm using right now.
No, the one where you plugged in the original data into. So you're on the
And this
quantitative
file.
descriptive statistics. You want the quantitative inference procedures Excel book.
Okay, just give me a second. So this one?
Yeah. So scroll back up, and so you want to highlight rows D and E with the explanatory variable and the residuals.
Okay.
And then you want to click on insert and then scatter plot, and then the first option in the scatter plot chart.
Yeah, that's it, right here.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we're looking for.
But that's not a QQ block.
It is.
And this
It's
method,
just using different variables than the original one.
and then the reason why I opened this other one is because it already has the QQ plugged in. So they say what you have to do is paste the
Every time
formula.
we, when I see it, I'm like, I'm supposed to ask. Like, there's something I need to ask you. But I forget. I can't remember right now.
It's all good, dude.
When I leave, I'm gonna remember. Is your number still the same?
My what?
Your phone number?
Yeah, it's still the same. Sorry, my bad. This is my friend Logan.
Oh,
Hi guys.
hello. I didn't know you were on this. Oh, my bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
No, sorry. Hold on. I'll ignore you.
Yeah, I'll be done soon. My bad. When you're in the crossroads, you meet everybody.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Okay.
You get to be friends with people.
But
So what do we do?
No, it's right here.
based on the QQ, I would say like so looking at both of these, so just the original one from the original data, just the explanatory variable x and the response variable. It's normal. It's a hot dog shape,
Okay.
and the
Oh yeah, it does
residuals.
look like a dog. Okay.
It doesn't look like a megaphone shape.
So it's clearly normal, right?
So I would say it's fairly normal.
Fairly normal. Okay.
Yeah. Was there a clearly option?
Yeah, on top. The A option. Residuals are
Oh, that one says
clearly normal.
clearly not normal.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh. So fairly normal. So it's C.
Or a B, yeah. For me, it's B.
Okay. The one that are fairly normal for me is C. That's fine. Okay, then for 8, use software to create a scatter plot of the data. Given the scatter plot, residual plot, and QQ plot. See, one thing is the residual plot, the other thing is the QQ plot. I think we're
Oh
missing
wow,
it.
you're right. Okay, now I am.
Which of the 5 assumptions about linear regressions are satisfied by this data? Check all that apply. I think we have somehow to create a QQ plot.
Okay. Then maybe what you did in that other thing was right. It looked normal. It followed a linear progression.
But it didn't get to. I'm gonna show it to you again. I do have a class very soon, so we might not be able to finish it now.
Yeah, that's fine. Just as long as we try and get our best, we can finish it on our own.
Sorry, this order. So see, I have everything here. It's order
Mm-hmm.
from lowest to highest. So I have the QQ plot, but it doesn't seem to match
Match what?
this data. Look, the numbers are completely different.
Oh wow. Wait. If you go and delete all that data, will that QQ plot disappear?
That's a good question. I might. Okay. I'm gonna copy it elsewhere so I don't lose it. No, it doesn't. See?
Okay, so that's
You
an
have to
old one.
just. Yeah.
So
So probably I messed up something here in this PQ block.
that's okay. When you go back to paste it back in, just leave it highlighted and then hit insert and then just put in a new QQ plot.
Insert.
Oh, whoa.
No, because QQ plots, we need them. That's not it. I think. Do you have the software the same? Do you have this
Descriptive
open?
statistics. Let me check my.
Because if you do, I might have done something wrong here. If you don't mind.
Here, actually, let's
Look, I have
see.
my cat here. Hello, Ethan.
Oh, there's a cat in there.
My cat.
I don't think I have that one downloaded and saved. Let's see. We'll go to data files.
Let's do the other ones.
Okay. Yeah, let's just move on.
So what is B1, the estimate for the slope? So B1, the estimate for the slope is 12.695. Did you get
Oh,
the same thing?
0.695.
Get the same thing?
Yep.
So now conduct 95% confidence interval for B1. Input your answers for the lower and upper bound. The confidence already is 95. So lower and upper bound for B1, 10
The
point,
lower
gonna show it.
10.67.
Yeah, that's it.
And then the upper bound is 14.715.
Yeah.
Oh wow, there's a lot of questions on this quiz. Okay.
12. Based on the evidence,
Based on
A
the
is
evidence and using the low significance of 0.05, assistance.
Reading this is just like explains a little bit why financially
P-value. That's a really small p-value.
value. Oh,
experience. It's like I couldn't agree with that, but it's
I would say C.
yeah, I agree with you. For 13, for a hypothesis test for B1 slope, if you reject the null hypothesis, what does it mean? It means that there is sufficient evidence to conclude that it's not zero. So it's D. There is sufficient evidence to conclude that slope of the regression is not zero because remember null was equal to zero, right? Alternative was different than zero.
Yeah, it was different than 0.
So do you agree with there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the slope of the regression is not zero?
Yep, I agree. It's D.
Okay.
Okay.
So
This is
use the
the other.
yeah, let's open it.
Head length was used to predict body length. So then question 14, the dependent variable would be the head length.
Dependent variable is headline. So now we have to plug it in. So body length would be our explanatory variable.
Yeah, the head length is the explanatory, and then the body length is the response.
Okay, so let me plug it in.
Determine the margin of error for the 95% confidence interval.
Okay, so the question says margin of error.
Okay, so the margin of error for the confidence level of B1, right? If I did my math right, it is 7.66.
I got, let's see,
Zero.
7.66. Yes. Me too. 7.60. So that would be 7.218, right?
7.2. Yep.
And the upper bound.
And then 8.103 for the upper bound. Okay. Lower bound and upper bound from the last two there's a type of problems. What can you say about B1?
I would say it's A. So your 95% confidence interval will contain the true value of B1.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we are just missing one, right?
Yeah, number 8. Or yeah, number 8.
Do you want to try, and then if it's wrong, we can submit it later? Because we have two trials, right?
Yeah, we do have two trials.
So which one did you think? Oh, maybe we probably have to check that one. So, and the question that we still have, luckily we got to finish, is the difference between Q2 plots and scatter plots, right? I don't know if you remember from our first weeks, I was always curious because I tried to find out how to create a Q2 plots by myself, and I was never able to do it. So I just said, okay, let's just use the table they gave us. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think I know the mean and the standard deviation are included, but I don't know how to create one. So we probably just have to use the original file, which I think did something wrong with it. But and let's wait for the guys at night. Maybe they know.
Yeah, we can go back and watch their video.
Yeah.
That's totally cool.
I'm gonna wait for their answer so I can submit this.
Yeah, because like I think it's all of them. All of those check boxes should apply because if the other data was normal, the QQ plot should also be normal.
We have
But
5, right?
yeah, there's 5 boxes, and I think those are like
Right.
kind of like the 5 requirements.
Gonna try.
But
Gonna submit it. Let's try.
oh, you gonna do it?
I will. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. No, we got 15 of 18. Number 15 is wrong. Huh. Number 14 is wrong. And number 8 is wrong.
So 14, 15, and 8.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the dependent variable should be the head length if it was used to predict the body length. What the hell? Oh wait, no, never mind. I read that wrong. That was my bad.
Oh, I didn't reread it. That's fine. Well, thank you very much,
Mm-hmm.
Ethan, for meeting with me earlier today. You did help me a lot. And I see you tomorrow anyway. If you find out the answers, you tell me so we can learn from this.
Yeah. Thanks for meeting early though. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was great from you too. Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.